Does the poet note? The week that was in poetry, Friday the 6th of April. As a commoner, I'd just like to say the Commonwealth Games are going to Australia. They haven't got a poet there, by the way. But as a poet, literally, I'd like to go to the Commonwealth Games, in honesty. But the sun will be shining bright, it's true. And there's lots of swimming and athletics, that's what they do. So as a poet, I've got to say, I hope Britain does okay. I hope the rest of the nations do okay too. Scotland and Ireland and Wales. That's what I want you to do. Apparently there's even Guernsey and Jersey are into it, literally. They're entering. It's the best chance in life of getting publicity. But as a serious note, I'd just like to say, I think it's wrong with ivory carving in the modern day. They should ban it literally and stop the sales of any, even old ivory. I think the artwork looks amazing, it's true. But I think it's wrong, because 20,000 elephants die in a year. It means us humans don't have a clue. So I'd stop the sales literally, and even antique ivory would not be allowed to be sold. What can I say? You can keep your ivory, but you're not allowed to sell it. That would be fair in the modern day. Russia are challenging the poison accusations literally. They're going to test it and check where it come from, in honesty. But as a poet, I've got to say, it's too complicated for my little brain anyway. But they're going to check where it comes from. Apparently they can do. So, I don't know whether the Russians did it or not. I don't have a clue. But as a poet, I've got to say, the Russians, seem as if it could be them. But we'll wait till the evidence is there. That's what I say. But as a poet, literally, I've got to say about plastic bags in the sea. There's less since we charge 5p, it's true. But the ocean's covered in plastic, you haven't a clue. It's time to clean the oceans up, literally, and stop wasting money on space, in honesty. Clean the seas up, literally, because we like the fish. I do, but I can't afford it, in honesty. But as a poet, I will definitely say, clean the oceans up and stop wasting plastic and put it down the drains or wherever you put it in the modern day. It's time to ban plastic for me. I know we like it, but it's time it went away and cleaned the sea. Apparently Cambridge Analytica are in the news because the things they did abuse. They abused Facebook, literally. Apparently 1 million in the UK. They've sent away the information, in honesty. Now, as a poet who's trying, it's true. Ask my brothers, they say I'm very trying too. Two good brothers, literally. But they will say, hey, why didn't you get on Facebook? I'm already there, in honesty. I've tried my best, and what can I say? They didn't use my information in the modern day. I volunteer it there for free. I don't give a monkey's. Well, I am a monkey and a poet from Hartlepool. That's me. A burglar was killed recently, it's true. Now, I'm on the side of the man who protects himself, for what can you do? But as a poet, I've got to say, the gentleman, Adam, has just told me, and he's correct, it's got to be investigated anyway. I think he'll go free, literally, but a burglar should be. I'm sorry he died, in honesty. But as a poet, I've got to say, if the burglar hadn't been burgling, he wouldn't be dead in a modern day. He shouldn't have been in the house, literally. He was trespassing, in honesty. Now, the law states, allegedly, you can protect yourself. Well, I'm sorry, but I agree with the man who protected himself, in honesty. If a burglar came at me, you know it's true. I'd try to stab him, but I'd get the heart. I know what to aim for. That's what I'd do. But as a poet, I've got to say, you don't know till it happens to you. But I hope it never happens to you in the modern day. A man is not have any right, or woman, have any right to travel in your house, it's true, unless you give them permission. And that's up to you. There's going to be a tax on sugar, it's true. And I shouldn't say literally, but I'm a poet, literally, that's what I'm going to do. Because as a poet, I've got to say, when I was young, we had a few sweets and 1 bag of crisps and some lemonade. That was every Saturday. Not every day, literally, drinking loads of sugar and thinking it won't put weight on, in honesty. It's common sense, I've got to say. So I agree with the tax on sugar in the modern day. I've got to say that, it's true, because I'm a skinny little bugger who doesn't have a clue. And as a poet, as you can see, there's not an ounce of weight on me. I don't buy soft drinks, literally. I do drink a lot of cups of tea. So as a poet, I've got to say, I've got to look down because I forgot what I was going to say. Sorry. It's only my opinion, but I would like to see gun crime and knife crime cut down, in honesty. There's been 50 murders in London, it's true. That's more than New York this year. What can you do? As a poet, I'd like to say, I'd ban the sale of guns, replica guns, and knives straight away. I'd have a knife amnesty and a gun amnesty, so people can hand them in and get them out of the way, in honesty. Now, if you carry a knife, I'd just like to say, it's my common sense. The bad person's liable to take it off you and stab you, by the way. So it's not protecting you, it's true. It's a false protection. I don't think you've got a clue. I can understand where you're coming from, literally, living in London or wherever you are, in honesty. But as a poet, I'd like to say, I'd like to ban all sale of replica guns and knives on the internet straight away. I'd ban them all, it's true. Because I can't tell the difference between a replica and a real gun too. So as a poet, I'd just like to say, ban the sale of replica guns and have a knife amnesty straight away. Thank you. It's just come on the news, literally, that 10 UK hospitals are going to do cancer checks. It's common sense to me. You can go there, one-stop shop where it's true, and they'll test you for all different forms of cancer. It could save the NHS money in the long run. That's what I think. It might be true. But it's common sense, I've got to say. Of course, if you catch it earlier, the cancer is, you can get it away. You can treat it literally instead of spending lots of money on drugs and paraphernalia that I don't have a clue about, in honesty. But as a poet, I've got to say, hey, the government got something right, by the way. 10 one-stop shops, it's true, so you can get checked for cancer. When you're my age, apparently you should do. Delarue have appealed the fiasco saga. For me, all they should say is a less 100 million and they'll get the contract straight away, in honesty. But as a poet, I've got to say, how come a French company is going to do all passports and they're made in Belgium and all, by the way? I'd rather a company up Gateshead made them, it's true, it employed UK people. That's what we should do. Look after our own, literally, because the French don't care about us, in honesty. It's only my opinion, it might be true. Make your own opinion up. But if you agree with me, write your MP, that's what I would do. Piss them off, literally, and send them a letter saying, keep the passports in the UK for UK people, in honesty. The company's a northern company, it's true, and I want them to employ people like they should do. Thank you.